In this video, we are going to be going over a few really crucial things. First of all, I'm going to be showing you what is a lead generation agency and why would someone even pay you money for running one. Second thing I'm going to show you is how the whole process works and how to make sure that you get results for your clients. And third thing, I'm going to go over why most of the people trying to run a lead generation agency do not end up making any money, what are the big mistakes and how to fix it. So you can take advantage of it and build a lead generation agency yourself, because I truly believe that is the best business model for someone to start off and get some juicy cash flow coming in. I could package this and make it into a course if I was a course G, but I'm not, so we're getting it for free. By the way, if you don't know who I am, my name is Levi Erla. I run a lead generation agency, scaled it to $44,000 a month. The first thing that I'm gonna cover with you is what is a lead generation agency and why would someone even care enough so they would pay you money for running one. So the basic situation that we have is a B2B business, and when I'm talking about lead generation, I'm talking about generating leads for other B2B businesses. There's millions of these B2B businesses. They want to grow and they have this growth problem. A study made by HubSpot, 68% of the B2B companies, their main growth problem is lead generation. They don't know how to generate leads. They don't know how to predictably reach out to new people. They don't know how to get them interested, how to get them into calls. That is their main biggest problem. So that's why we have lead generation agencies. So what a lead generation agency in a nutshell does is they come in and they build a list of ideal prospects for the B2B business. So let's say that they're selling marketing services to tech companies. So they build a list of the perfect tech companies out there that the B2B business could sell to. They create a cold email system that automatically lets them reach out to these companies with a high converting outbound message. And then they use this cold email system that they have set up to reach out to the prospect list that they have generated. So they build a list of, for let's say, 3,000 companies, and then they send every single company in that list a message. If the message is crafted well enough, and if the campaign sequence is well enough, and if the angles and everything is built correctly, they will generate sales meetings. And then this B2B business goes to these sales meetings and sells their solution. And because this is a new source of clients, a new source of prospects and leads, this is gonna decrease the growth problem. The lead generation agency basically just helps the B2B business get rid of the growth problem. And at some point in time, the growth problem is going to be so minuscule that it won't exist anymore, and the B2B business is going to be in their growth goal. So you basically help these companies with the most important part of their business. What is the most important part of any business? It's sales. If there's no sales, there's no clients. And if there's no clients, there's no work. And if there's no work, there's nothing to get paid for. And what is the hardest part of the sales process for 68% of these B2B companies? It's the outreach, it's the prospecting, it's the lead generation. And that's why you're able to get paid $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a month just from one client if you're able to solve this problem. If you're thinking, okay, why would they pay us $10,000 a month? Let's say that we have a B2B company as our client. And we go and we build a list of 3,000 leads. And during a month, we reach out to all of these 3,000 leads with an automatic cold email system. And let's say that we are able to convert 15 of these 3,000 people into actual qualified sales calls that show up. So we get 15 calls. And then the client, let's say that they close at an average closing rate and they close at 20% closing rate. This would mean that they would get 3 to 4 new clients from these 15 calls. So they get 3 from these meetings that we generate them. Let's say that they're selling a marketing service that costs $3,000 a month. And on average, one of their clients stays with them for 10 months. So one client would mean 3,000 times 10, $30,000, one client, and we get them 3. This would mean that just from this one outreach that we did them in a month, they would generate an extra 90,000 extra in top line revenue. If you help them predictably do this every single month and decrease the growth problem that they have in the most important and painful part of their business, you're able to get paid top dollar for doing so. So for example, here I have a screenshot of one of my clients. We helped them get 16 qualified calls in 6 days for a $25,000 digital marketing service. And we got paid really well for these 6 days. We made like $5,000 just for these calls that we booked, and they made a bit over $100,000. So in 6 days, we helped them make over $100,000, and we ourselves made a bit over $5,000. So that is how you are able to get paid good money for what you do. So now that we understand this, you're probably wondering, okay, what does a lead generation agency look like? What is the actual process of running one, and how do we get results for our clients? This is what I'm going to be showing you. This is a high-level overview and a process chart of a lead generation agency. So here in the beginning, we have our traffic source. Obviously, we need traffic, people seeing our offer and seeing what we do, so they're able to go ahead and purchase our services. You can have the best service or product in the whole fucking world, but if no one is seeing it, I don't know what you're doing. You will not make a sale that way. So first, you have your traffic source, and again, in our case, like I already mentioned, it's gonna be cold email. You can do a bunch of different things. You can do cold email, you can do LinkedIn, you can do cold calling, you can do content, you can do ads, you can do referrals, you can do fucking direct mail, you can have carrier pigeons, send smoke signals. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you wish, but we use cold email because it's cheap to run, it's fairly easy to run, you can do a lot of volume in a small time frame. Now we have traffic, now we have people getting our message. So what are we doing with the traffic? First, we have a B2B market with a growth pain. This is gonna be our niche. Let's say it's marketing agencies selling to tech companies, and their growth pain is that they're struggling to get more revenue, and based on the market awareness and sophistication level, they might not know that the exact problem that they have is lead generation. They might not know that they need to do more outreach. They think that their biggest problem is that they are not closing hard enough, when in fact that they just do not have enough high quality leads in their pipeline. This is why it's super important to identify the market sophistication and awareness level in the niche, or able to market to them and sell to them in the right way. Let's say that we have a market that wants to grow, and they just think to themselves, okay, we need more clients, but they do not really know how to get more clients. Then it doesn't really make sense for us to sell them more sales meeting, because they don't make that automatic connection. Because a normal B2B sales process looks like this. You do outreach and you get sales calls, and then on these sales calls, you make proposals, and from these proposals, you get clients, and these clients, of course, turn into revenue. This is a normal B2B sales process. But if, for example, they are just using referrals and inbound leads to get more clients, they are not really familiar with this part. They don't really know that this outreach part exists. If they do not understand that this part exists, it doesn't make sense for us to sell them a service that helps them do more outreach. We need to position our offer in a different manner. We need to show them that, okay, we help you get more clients, because that's what they understand, or we help them get more revenue. We'll help you get 3 high-paying clients every 3 months for a high-quality marketing agency helping tech companies. Because that way, based on the market awareness and market sophistication level, we know that immediately when they see our message, they see our cold email, they will immediately recognize that, okay, this is something that's going to help us solve our growth problem. So that's why it's super important that you understand the market awareness and sophistication level in your niche, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Then, second thing that we have is we have a done-for-you offer that solves that growth pain in the B2B market. If their problem is getting more clients without using paid ads, we want to have an offer that solves that problem. From this, based on your campaigns, based on how good your VSL is, how good your offer is, how good your lead quality is, you're going to book 3% to 1% of that outreach, and of that traffic is going to turn into discovery calls. Also, as you can see here, here's an indirect traffic source. Sometimes when you're sending these cold emails, the people won't reply to you immediately. They will first go check your landing page. So you need to have a proper video sales letter on your landing page, which basically turns them from a little bit interested to, yeah, I want to have a call about this. So you're also going to get these discovery calls through your video sales letter if it's built correctly. So you're going to go to these discovery calls, and you're just going to talk with these people. This is not a selling call. You're just basically seeing what they do. Are they someone who you could help? What are their metrics looking like? How much revenue they're doing? What are their pain points? Who are they selling? What are they selling to? You're just basically finding out more information. And also, one thing that you're doing here on these discovery calls is you're collecting feedback. You're collecting data from the market. You're gonna find, okay, what do they think that their main problem is? What have they tried before? What is their main lead generation method right now? What are they selling? What are their desires? What are their failures? What are they afraid of? You're gonna find a bunch of really valuable information. So you're gonna take this information back, and you're gonna use it to make your B2B market with growth pain more accurate. And you're going to also use it to make your offer more accurate. Let's say that you find out from the discovery calls that all of these companies have tried out paid ads in the past and their big desire is to scale to 7 figures. So you're going to take that information and you're going to put that into their niche or offers. Your market is going to be marketing agencies that want to scale to 7 figures without paid ads. And your offer is going to be, we help you scale to 7 figures without paid ads. So basically you're collecting at all times. You're going to be collecting feedback here on these discovery calls, and then you're going to go back to these assets and you're going to tweak them based on the feedback that you're getting. This way you will never suffer from saturation. You're going to be able to charge higher prices. Your cold email is going to work way better. Your marketing message is going to work way better. Selling is going to be way easier. Closing is going to be easier. And also delivering results are going to be easier because the clients are going to have better expectations immediately when they start working with you. Then from these discovery calls, you're going to either qualify or unqualify the prospect. Is this company someone who I want to work with? Do they have the same values? Do they have the same goals? Do they have a situation where I can even help? Around 40% on average are going to be qualified and 60% are going to be unqualified. If they're unqualified, you stop the sales process. But if they are, you move them into a demo call. And in this demo call, this is a selling call. We're just going to present them with a solution. Okay, John, like we talked about in the last call, you're really struggling with this and you really need help with this, and this is your dream. We are able to get you to your dream using X, Y, and Z. This is what it's going to cost you. This is what the time frame looks like. These are the next steps. Do you want to buy it? And from this demo calls also, because you're presenting your offer, you're again going to get indirect feedback that you're going to use in your offer and you're going to tweak it. So let's say that every single time when you present your offer, everyone is like, we would buy this, but your pricing model doesn't make sense for us. Okay, amazing. That's great feedback. Use it and change the pricing model of your fucking offer so it works better. Every time when you're talking with a prospect, you're getting indirect feedback that you're able to use in your offers, in your niche, in your cold emails, in your video sales letter, and make your marketing message more accurate. Imagine if you knew everything about marketing agencies and their problems, you would be able to make fucking crazy offers. In these demo calls, around 25%, maybe 20% are gonna close into clients, depending on how good your offer is, who you're selling it to, and how good you are at sales. If someone doesn't immediately turn into a client in the demo call, what we want to do is we want to send them 5 follow-ups in the next 2 weeks. If the client receives 5 follow-ups after the demo call and still doesn't turn into a client, you just stop the sales process. Summarized, discovery calls, 40% of them are on average are going to be qualified, so you're going to pitch them in the next call. 1 out of 4 is going to turn into a client, and 3 out of 4 are not going to turn into clients. If they don't turn into a client, send them 5 follow-ups. If they don't still buy, stop the sales process. If they buy, that's perfect. Move on with the process. So when you sign them as a client, you start the onboarding process. You start onboarding them, and basically onboarding process just means like setting up everything, sitting down in a call, understanding everything about their offer, understanding everything about their market, defining the expectations again, so making sure that the expectations are set correctly so the partnership with them is going to be smooth, getting as much information as you possibly can from them. That's going to help you again with the service delivery a lot. Then, when you have onboarded them, you have communication channel, they have paid you your starting fee, they have signed the contract, you have done an onboarding call with them, you understand what they're selling, you know their case studies, you have all their marketing assets and resources, you have all of that stuff that you need to get them results, you basically start setting up the campaigns. How we always do it is in the beginning we set up 10 different domains and get 2 email accounts for each domain. So in total we have 20 email accounts that we can use to send outreach. And if you're wondering why we need so many domains, we basically need it because you can't send 1,000 emails from 1 email account. Google is gonna immediately be like, yo bro, like this is clearly some marketing automation crazy stuff and we do not fuck with that, so we're gonna blacklist you and we're gonna ban you. So that's why we use multiple accounts and send a little bit from each account so we're able to do a lot of volume without Google fucking us over. Second thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna scrape the first list of prospects for them. In the onboarding call we have discussed with them, okay, who is your ideal client? It's tech companies doing over $1 million a year in the United States. Okay, boom. We scrape a list of these companies. You can use a bunch of different tools: Apollo, LeadHype, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Find Email, Crunchbase, Clay, Charm. Then you go and you write 3 different cold email variations and 3 follow-ups for each variation, and you launch the campaigns after you have warmed up them. So then what you're gonna do is, with this volume, if you have 20 email accounts, you have scraped 3,000 leads and you have 3 different campaigns, you can run through these leads in 25 days. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna, analyze the campaign statistics. Is our booking rate above 0.5%? If it's below 0.5%, you go to the troubleshooting framework and you build a new list of leads You write new variations, so completely new cold email variations. Maybe you have missed the angle, maybe you're not using the value props and benefits to your full advantage. So you go ahead back to the drawing board and you write it again. And then again, you run through the campaigns in 25 days and you analyze it again. So this is a consistent feedback loop. You're just iterating until you find a winner. This is like writing hit songs. You need to see yourself as a songwriter. They might write the song fucking 25 times, or a book author. They might write the book 10 times because you're just trying to find that one banger. And then when you write that banger, you find that hit song, you find that bestseller book, then you run with it and you scale it to the moon. And here, just on the operational side as well, this process is really easy to outsource. Only thing that we do not really outsource is writing the emails. I think it's really hard to find someone and teach them how to think about writing cold emails in the beginning. So that's not something that I would recommend you to do when you're starting off. But when you're starting to approach the $8,000-$10,000 a month mark, you are able to outsource the rest of the fulfillment process. We have a tech assistant who gets us these domains, warms them up, puts them into our sending tool. We also have a lead scraping team plus a lead scraping manager. You don't need a whole team, you can just have one in the beginning. But we have a lead scraping team plus a manager for it. We just send them a message, yo, we need this lead list. They go ahead and build it in a few days. And then we also have inbox managers. And what basically an inbox manager does is when you're getting these emails and then you need to conversate with the people who replied. Maybe someone replies to your email, yeah, this sounds great, but we already tried this and it didn't work. Then someone needs to go ahead and reply like, yeah, I totally understand, but you probably have tried using a bad strategy or bad framework. We actually have a better one and a lot of our clients have gotten results even though it hasn't worked for them in the past. Do you want to have a call? So someone needs to have the conversations, nurture the leads, follow up with them. So what you can do is you can just hire someone, give them templates. If someone replies with X objection, reply with template Y. But in the beginning, before you hit 10K a month, do not stress about outsourcing these processes. When you finally write the banger, then you just scale it up. So you build a new list of 5,000 leads on the winning angle or how many ever you want to do, and then you just go ham and then you just book their calendar full of calls and make them a bunch of money. And at this point, when you have basically had a successful client fulfillment process, what you do is you sit down and you analyze the client and the sales process. Okay, what went really well? Why did this work? Why are we able to get them good results? And you take that information and you go here, indirect line, boom, and it goes again back to the B2B marketer growth pain. You're just taking feedback and funneling it back to the beginning stage of the agency to make everything work better and better and better. Everything, your niche, your offer, all of that stuff is dynamic. They are always changing. So you need to always be collecting more information and using that information to make the process better and your foundations better in your agency. And then also what you do is you make a case study and you take that case study information and boom, an indirect line. First thing that you do is you put it in your video sales letter. So your sort of video sales letter converts better. So you show that case study off in a video sales letter on your landing page. And then you also take that case study and you put it in your traffic. So in your cold emails. Let's say that you help a PR agency go from 100K a month to 150K a month in 3 months. Then you can send cold emails to other PR agencies saying, yo, John, we just helped a PR agency called X, Y, and Z go from 100K to 150K in 3 months. I'm 100% sure that we can do the same for you. Are you interested in hopping on a call with us? Your cold email is going to perform better. You're iterating your niche, it's going to work better. You're iterating your offer, it's going to work better. Your video sales letter is getting better. You are learning from a sales process, something that you could do differently. You are improving your fulfillment process, it's going to be working better. So then when you just run these feedback loops, there's always these arrows going back and back and back. When you run through enough of these feedback loops, the process and the agency is going to get better and better over time. And at some point, you're just so fucking good that no one can compete with you and you're able to charge crazy prices to work with you. And that is the end goal, because no one wants to work with 30 clients to make 30K a month. You need to be working with 3 clients and making 30K a month, or 1 client and making 30K a month. That's the end goal. The big problem that I see with a bunch of these agencies, like SMMA agencies, what they do is they go through a course and then someone shows them like, do X, Y, and Z. And then they just do it. And then after 6 months, they're doing the same thing. And they're like, wonder why this isn't working. Of course, it's not fucking working. You're just doing the same dumb shit over and over again when you just need to be like developing the service better. You need to be just building the agency and making it better every single day. Because the better your service is and the more accurate your niche and offer is and better your landing page and cold emails are, the more you're going to always be making money. So it doesn't make sense that you would not be focusing on those fucking parts. You need to be every single day looking at the feedback that you're getting and the experience and knowledge and data that you're gathering up and using that to your advantage to making your agency fucking better. That's the sauce. And like if someone is wondering like how these deals usually get priced and how you should be pricing your service, usually what we do in most cases in the beginning is having a starting fee, let's say $3,000 starting fee. So someone pays you $3,000 when they start working with you, and you use that $3,000 to set everything up. You use it to write the cold emails, get the domain, scrape the list, do the technical setup, and make sure that they're engaged. And then after they have paid the starting fee, they only pay you X amount of dollars per call that you book. So let's say that they're selling a $50,000 service, or one client is worth $50,000. You can charge $500 for every single call that you book in their calendar. So let's say that you book them 10 calls in their calendar a month, you would charge $5,000 from it, and then they go to those calls, they close 1 or 2 clients, they make 50 to 100K. So they're basically making 10 times or 20 times the money that they're paying you. So it's always a fucking good deal. So make sure that you do not underprice yourself. So yeah, that's basically how a lead generation agency runs. Then I have this other chart here, which is basically showcasing reason why a lot of people are fucking up. Because the truth is that you are able to build a $30,000, $10,000, or $18,000 lead generation agency in a month or 2. We have done it over and over again. For example, we just helped one guy, Joel, build an $18,000 a month lead generation agency in 4 weeks. So it's possible, but the big problem that I see happening in the industry is people don't have the right information. So what they do is they go ahead and they copy and paste the shit that other people are doing. They take someone else's niche and they take someone else's offer and someone else's cold email scripts. What happens is they just end up copy pasting cold email scripts that don't work into a market that already has seen the offer that you're presenting them 1,000 times, and you don't even understand the offer fully because you have copied it someone else and you just have no fucking clue, and then you just stay stuck spinning your wheels. So that's why you need to actually understand these fundamental things to make it work. There's 3 different main foundational points that you need to make money with your lead generation agency, to deliver good results to your clients and also make money on it yourself. First, it's going to be a strong niche, then it's going to be a strong offer, and then a predictable client acquisition system. What happens if you only have a strong niche? You might have strong expertise in a specific niche from your past ventures career. So maybe you have worked as a marketing agency sales manager for 10 years, so you understand the industry really well. But it's still really hard to make money since you can't get calls because you don't have the predictable client acquisition system and you don't have a strong offer. Then if you only have a strong offer, it's still really hard to close clients since you have no expertise in the niche and you don't have a predictable client acquisition system, so you can't get high quality clients in the pipeline. And because you don't understand the niche, it's still really hard for you to close because you don't know the exact pain points, you don't know the language that they use, you don't know the problems that they struggle with. This is why you just can't take someone else's offer and use it, because then you would have a strong offer but you don't fucking understand the niche that you're selling the offer to. So it's never gonna work. You're missing 2/3 of the whole combination. And then if you only have a predictable client acquisition system, so let's say that you copy and paste someone's cold email scripts and their systems and it's proven to work, you still have everything else missing. You don't generate revenue because you don't have a strong niche and offer, and you have unpredictable results. You can't deliver predictable results for your clients, and you can't scale your own agency predictably because you don't have the strong niche and offer. You need to have all of these 3 things in check so this process that I just showed you works. Otherwise, it's just gonna be a hot fucking mess. When you lock these 3 things together and you have all of these 3 things, your agency scales, your client gets good results, you have a waiting list of clients. We just helped one guy, Oliver. He has like 25 clients in a waiting list waiting to work with him. $10,000 a month is really easy to achieve, and the agency is just really fucking smooth to run. If you want to make sure that you get all of these 3 things, and if you actually want help on getting these all 3 things lined up so you're able to build a $10,000 a month lead generation agency, we run a coaching company called agencyvelocity.io. We show you how to do everything. We show you the frameworks, we show you what niches work, what offers work, how to build good offers, how we run our own cold email lead generation. We show you all the systems. You get everything that you need to build a $10,000 a month lead generation agency in 92 days. We coach you one-on-one, we answer your questions, we help you with client results, we audit your sales calls, we have a fucking amazing community and everyone is winning there. Here's a few screenshots on the screen if you want to see how we're doing. As you can see, we are fucking winning. We have helped countless of people go from $0 to $10,000 a month, $0 to $15,000 a month, $0 to $18,000 a month. We have people doing $30K a month. So if you want to be sure that this is finally the year when you actually get this agency game off the ground and you want to learn someone who is fucking doing this every single day, go to agencyvelocity.io, watch through some of the stuff, book a call with us, and in the call we'll show you how everything works detailed, and also we'll see if you're a good fit for the program, because not everyone unfortunately is. Take care.